Gold and Silver Circle Awards are the Lifetime Achievement Awards for the Upper Midwest Emmy region. The Gold Circle symbolizes 50 years of service in the industry and to our chapter, and the Silver recognizes more than 25 years. Our first Silver Circle recipient's pride and passion was creating local television, especially in his hometown on Minnesota's North Shore. Robert Rich was a pioneer in Duluth television. Bob started at WDSM TV back in the 50s, just after it went on the air. 20 years later, he convinced some local investors to buy it, and his name still lives on. It's right in the station call letters, KBJR.
Robert Rich was hired as the manager of WDSM Channel 6 in 1957 and was quickly promoted to general manager. Mr. Rich made it a priority to improve news coverage and set out to recruit a quality team of journalists to go beyond ripping and reading. WDSM quickly became a news leader in the Northland, and in 1974, Rich bought the station and renamed it KBJR. Mr. Rich was an innovator in television, developing live local newscasts and covering local sports before the days of portable news cameras. He actually hauled the huge studio cameras to local games in a large delivery truck outfitted as a studio.
So they would set up basically a full studio out at Wade Stadium and would cover Duluth Dukes baseball.
Rich is also known for the quality children's programming he created. Mr. Toot and Captain Q entertained generations of Duluth area children on afternoon TV until the 1970s. He also developed the Christmas City of the North Parade in 1959.
They were coming from Canada. Minneapolis, southern Wisconsin, over from Michigan.
It has become a signature event for Duluth, still televised the Friday night before Thanksgiving. Rich pioneered the use of videotape to replace film and launched the first local 5 p.m. newscast in the Duluth-Superior market. KBJR was the first Duluth station to carry the University of Minnesota men's hockey team, airing a full schedule of home and away games from faraway cities at a time when satellite feeds were expensive and the technology complex.
He was using what was brand new technology, satellite technology, and we're at the edge of our ability to cover those games. So it was always an exciting weekend. We were never sure if we were going to have a signal and we were going to have anything on the air.
Bob Rich ran his TV station in the name of localism with an altruistic goal of serving his community. He was a lifelong Duluthian and proud of it. In 1988, Rob sold KBJR to Granite Broadcasting and moved to Florida, where he bought and ran another TV station. He inspired not only his children to continue his legacy of caring, but an entire generation of journalists.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Robert Rich's son, Jim Rich, sports anchor at KMSP TV in the Twin Cities.
Thank you very much. On behalf of my father, Robert J. Rich, along with my brothers who've joined me on stage, Rob on this side, John over here, our brother Steve couldn't make it here tonight. We want to thank the Board of Governors of the Upper Midwest Emmys for their selection of him as a Silver Circle honoree. He would have been very humbled by this moment, and more than likely would have deflected the honor to as many employees over the years that have made KBJR/WDSM the wonderful station it is today. We'd also like to congratulate the other honorees. Dick Bramer, the longtime voice of the Twins, the man we listened to and watched night after night bring baseball alive with every pitch, and whose professionalism is impeccable until we saw him kiss Bert the other night. And to Tom Hansen, who's dedicated his life to journalism and has become the man that South Dakotans trust and turn to every night. Congratulations both to Tom and Dick. For my father, working at KBJR never seemed like it was a job for him. The station became an extension of our family. As a kid, I felt our family was like the Cartwrights on Bonanza. After all, my dad brought Lauren Green to Duluth for an appearance, but instead of riding horses, we drove news cars. Having myself and my brothers, John and Steve, work side by side with him was so rewarding. I was in the newsroom, John headed our national sales staff, and Steve was our leader in promotional outreach to the community. And then there was our mom, Betty. She hosted tons of dinners at our house for dignitaries from all walks of life. My father worked to make the station an integral part of Duluth and the Northland. And I myself became a big fan of nepotism. Because it's true, he gave us opportunities. But I quickly found out he was a very tough man to work for. He apparently wasn't too impressed with my anchor abilities as the weekend sportscaster, so he thought more practice would be the answer. So he put me on morning updates, 7:25, 8:25, in the morning during the Today Show. At that time, Bryant Gumbel was the star, but my viewers had a different nickname for me. They called me Bryant Stumble. Because he was so proud to be from Duluth and believed if Duluth did well, the station would prosper, he would go to any end to make that happen. As you saw in the video, he started the Christmas City of the North Parade as a way to assist downtown businesses kick off the holiday shopping season. And some 55 years later, that parade will march down Superior Street on the Friday before Thanksgiving once again this year. He pushed the limits. He never felt a project was too big or too small to tackle for the station or the city. He saw the area hit hard by the decline of the steel industry and worked to make Duluth a tourist destination, spearheading building a new airport, the reclamation of a train depot that is now on the National Register of Historic Buildings. And he worked to ensure that the city's only private high school kept its doors open. As a station, he would do anything. He had Santa flown in by helicopter one year. We televised UMD Bulldog hockey games, but that wasn't good enough for him. He took a Bulldog team that included a sophomore by the name of Brett Hall to Russia to face the junior Red Army team, and we actually attempted to broadcast the game live back to Duluth. We televised Grandma's Marathon. Believe it or not, I had to figure out a way to televise a sled dog race, indoor snowmobile races, any way to elevate the profile of the station or the city. He was all for it and did not take no for an answer. He would set up trips for advertising clients, taking them to Korea, Alaska, Greece, and Russia. And my brothers and I had to act as fishing guides and tourist guides, even though it was the first time we'd ever been to these places. He said, just go with it, guys. They haven't been here either. He would always bring actors, sports heroes to Duluth, all to improve the visibility of the city and to make the residents feel proud of their town. It was an era where the broadcaster truly was a member of the community. Unlike today, where some stations are controlled by corporations that own multiple outlets and don't allow individuality, we had that freedom at KBJR. And so we'd like to thank you for this honor, and we appreciate you so much for recognizing our dad. Because I know he'd say to all you guys, he doesn't deserve this award. Instead, he'd like you to come to Duluth, visit, spend some time there, and then maybe buy a spot in our newscast. Thanks so much. Thank you very much. Here you go, John. You can take it. You can take it.